Sports betting brethren, hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com. We teach you how to bet like a pro. Today's topic is 3 scenarios in football, college football, and also in the NFL, that will hopefully help you hunt for the value. These are situations and scenarios you want to keep your eyes on, kind of help you understand maybe why the market is in a certain situation. So these 3 things can be very valuable to your ROI, and I want to teach that and show that to you right now. All right, guys, before we get into the 3 scenarios and situations for college and NFL football I want to talk to you about, give you a heads up on for more profits. I want to remind you, offering up and opening up a free Google Meet phone call or a Zoom call to talk to you in person about your situation, your scenario, where you're located, and really help you sort of get structured and set up and ready to use the OddsJam tools. And as a reminder, I have the QR code here to get signed up for OddsJam. When you do that, when you click through and get linked up and get going, make sure you use Boyd20, B-O-I-D 20. It's going to save you 20% off your first 2 months of OddsJam services and subscription. Man, a lot of data, a lot of information, a lot of profits there. So please take advantage of that. All right, guys, these are methods and reasons why, to teach and to help you understand the markets, and also to kind of help plan and prep for different opportunities as they come up and arise. So I'm trying to teach, people how to hunt, how to use the tools, and how to find profitable situations. So that's what we're going to cover. And the first of 3 is coming up. So the first situation is called the look ahead. The look ahead, something you can get the calendar out, you can get the schedule out, and you can actually identify some areas where a team could be looking ahead to the next week, the next game, because, it's a situation where maybe it's a rival, maybe it's a revenge situation. There's always a reason why they might be not focused on this particular week, but kind of looking ahead to the next one. So therefore, the performance may be underwhelming at that opportunity for you to take advantage of and find some value on the other side. So these are things where you can definitely plan ahead, look ahead, and that's part of the preparation we teach in the vet school. The opportunities I have in the NFL and the college football courses that I have available. Again, something you want to be very aware of as you're identifying value and then understanding why the market may be in a certain situation. Could be because the odds makers know what's ahead, just like you should. The next scenario that we come across is what's called a sandwich game. A sandwich game is when a team basically will have an opponent right after a major rivalry, a big game, a big opponent that they invest a lot of resources in. The very next game is sort of a downside, maybe a team that expected to beat and handle, very easily. But then the following week, another big rival game, another big challenge ahead. So inevitably, it's a team in the middle, sort of sandwiched in, that they should really take care of. But a lot of times, the teams, just relative to mental situations, motivations, all that stuff, they're focused on the other side of that, where the bread is. And so sometimes the meat and the value there is with the opposing team in that sandwich situation. So that's something to consider. And happens to a lot of teams as they have the schedule roll out, and they see these windows where they should handle that. But it's tough to do, to have 3 weeks in a row where they're expected to really respond at a very high level. So keep your eyes on that. All right, guys, the next one, and I said I had 3, actually I have 4, maybe a little bit of a bonus one. But this next one is one that requires just insight on the schedule again, as far as travel. A lot of times when a team travels to their second and sometimes even a third road game in a row, that can be awful difficult for them and have peak performances when they're going through so much travel and so much change, and being out of routine so much can really be difficult, especially in the locations where they're traveling to, maybe visiting team stadiums that are really difficult to play in with opposing crowds, things like that. So as you look at the second game, third game of a road trip, sometimes those are times where teams are sort of worn down. The motivation and the momentum is tough to keep up. So keep your eye on those schedules for those opportunities to play the other side. All right, guys, the bonus one here, it's pretty obvious, but be rivals. Rival games, big rivalry games, sort of things go out the window. Some of the regular handicapping in markets is a little bit different because rival games get heated, they get really crazy, and it certainly could depend on where the game's being played, what home stadiums those are being played at, and kind of taking that into effect as you assess the value on the markets in a big rival game and all those situations that go into play there. So keep that in mind too. It's going to be a little bit different, a little bit skewed than just your standard conference game that you might see all the time. So keep that in check. But those are some scenarios and situations It'll help you increase your ROI by understanding what's going on in the markets, maybe why the markets are in a certain situation. So all this is very helpful to increase your bankroll. All right, guys, there you go. There's several situations you can look out for and take advantage of in your betting opportunities. And of course, I want to remind you to tune in here at the channel to get all the betting education and the knowledge to help you increase your ROI as we teach you how to hunt using all the OddsJam tools, the data-driven information, all the market insights. You can see where pricing's going. So you don't have to guess, and you don't have to wonder what's going on in the markets. You're going to know with all the tools, and make sure you take advantage of that Boyd 20 when you get signed up at OddsJam. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's go make some mathematical money.